I am indeed live, Space Viking. It is so delightful to see you. I hope everything has gone well, my friend. What is up? What is a good word? Here we are. And I would be just completely honest here. I am slightly unhappy and slightly sad that we cannot have another night of one of our grand adventures. Holy moly! 8 months, dude. Also, I just inhaled facial hair. But it is understandable that you've got that thing that you got to do. And, well, it's not like I wasn't around the other weekend because I had headed to the White Mountains of New Hampshire. You're doing data entry. Well, tell Data from Star Trek The Next Generation that he needs to do his own entry. Thank you very much. But Monkey Bum, you are out there. Deddy is floating around as well. Space Viking, thank you very much for coming on in for the little raid right there, my friend. Let's see. Hold on. Daniel's Off-Road Gaming, how are you tonight? So nice to see you. See if this works. Diddy, what is going on? How are you this evening? You know, it's going. It is absolutely going. So the rerun feature is pretty cool. I've seen it. I've never actually used it. And it's interesting because when you are over in Stream Information tab, there is actually a checkbox that you can hit that denotes a stream is a rerun. You're good? You better be good. Better be better than good. Better be great. Because we demand the best. Not really. I am very, very far from the best. So therefore, I just kind of wink. Oh. But, yeah, here we are. It's going to be more of a solo SnowRunner type evening. Yeah, you were doing. Yeah, I saw that. Loader was in there early, and that's actually really. That is very, very cool. Able to do that, and the unfortunate issue with the stream audio. But what can you do? You know, things happen. Things happen. You should be able to remotely control your computer. Just zoom in from work and just click, 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 click. There you go. It will be. You should have seen some of the mess that we had gotten ourselves into. If you'll notice, we are parked at a rather extreme angle right here. There's another truck with a tractor over there. There are ways to take some security. But yeah, we've got a lot going on over here. There is 1, 2, 3 large trailers, and they basically trailer store that's over there. Oh, ooh, wait, no, is this guy? No, he's got no fuel. This dude has no fuel whatsoever, even though there's a gas station right there. We have 3 trailer setups that are over here because we were trying to do a bunch of different things, and none of those things really actually ended up like paying off at all. So I think what I'm going to try to do is I am, instead of going through this area here, that's our Kenworth. This was our crane truck because we had 2 of the units of cargo lose themselves from the trailer. What? Oh, look at that. Your dude's playing the slot machine. Did you win anything? I don't know if you won anything. It'd be cool if you won something. But we need to actually... Oh, the truck I was using right here, I transported back. There's going to be a lot of cleanup on this map, I kind of feel. But you know what? Why don't we hop on in the Azov 5319? Let's see about getting this bad boy back to civilization by following this road here. I love this truck. I love the Azov 5319. This was one of the go-to trucks early on in... Oh, there is fuel over here. I should probably... No, you know what? We're not going to get some fuel. We are absolutely going to live dangerously and just... We're totally going to wing it. Totally going to wing it. And I hope you don't get motion sick, because we're even going to go first person right here. We're just going to go just chugging along. Self-unloading always at the most... Yeah, it did happen several times, and it was the drill rigs. So it's a 5-slot unit of cargo. And I do still have to thank you for that suggestion yesterday about... Wait, Tuesday. Yesterday was Wednesday. We did laundry yesterday. We didn't stream yesterday. So your suggestion for the high slot, or the high saddle with the wide 5-slot trailer, was actually a really great idea. And you know which truck did the best? So out of the Boar, out of the Kolob, and what else did I use? I think I used... Did I use a Freightliner 916? I'm not sure if I did. But out of all of those trucks, the one that actually did the best was the Kolob, which is... Well, the Kolob and the Freightliner 916 are part of the base game trucks. Like, those trucks were in the game when you bought it off of the store shelf back in April of 2020. So we're on DLC for year 3 right now. This is DLC number 10. There's British Columbia. Actually, you know what? It looks better if we turn on the the headlights, because now we can see all the rainfall. And where some trucks don't actually have a low saddle for us to be able to hook up with a 5-slot semi-trailer, which is probably one of my favorite trailers in the game. We can do a 5-slot wide boy. I think I'm still towing a trailer. I am still towing a trailer. We still have some of the large cargo hauls from this DLC to actually do. We still have, say, the boat. You had dinner, but I want a snack. Talking gas station snack suggestions. Snacks insofar as, do you want candy bars? Because we had a big discussion last night. Where do you stand on Butterfingers versus Baby Ruth? One, and this is exactly how we put it last night. There are 2 trucks. They are hanging precariously off of a cliff. You only have the opportunity to save the cargo out of 1 truck. And the cargo consists of 1 truck filled with Baby Ruth and 1 truck filled with Butterfingers. Which cargo go? Buy both and crush them up and eat them like cereal with milk? Well, you wouldn't be able to, because chances are, if you tried to pull a Spider-Man, the trucks would rip your arms out of their sockets. And I say this in the most kindest way possible. So, you know, yeah. So you have what is it, the thing where you've got a railroad track and you have to make the choice. We could even make that choice with Butterfingers, or we could make that choice with Baby Ruth. You would go with the Butterfinger. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I let go of both and get French bread. Well, see, that would be easy, because the restaurant that's just right around the corner has plenty of French bread, and they have quite fresh baguettes, because they make them every morning to serve with their roast beef au jus. Agent Giggles! Giggles ahoy! Ahoy, ahoy! What are you doing, dude? I don't value the structural integrity of my teeth. I don't value the structural integrity of your teeth, sir, my friend. I say go for it. Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger. I can't see. Where are we going? Oh, no. All right. So this is the great part about this. We're in first-person mode right now, and we are just bombing along. cleaning my desk for my podcast guest spot for Space. What is going on? Is Space Viking coming by to visit too? Reese's has a new one that has Butterfinger-esque in it I've been addicted to. Dude, how about a Reese's peanut butter cup, yet it's filled with the Butterfinger goodness? How's that sound? I think that sounds pretty awesome. But if you bite into it, it's soft. You're an Almond Joy man? Okay. So you like the milk chocolate with the almond. I like the Mound because it's dark chocolate and no almonds. Yet, I would go with either one. You're a joy to behold. Almond Joy. Sounds don't. Sometimes you feel. Sometimes you don't. We get all the candy jingles. See, I still want Willy Wonka chocolate bars to be real. I want them to look exactly like they do from the movies. I want Willy Wonka chocolate bars that would just knock me off my feet. I am. Mostly because we're using the Azov 5319, and it is one of the more beastly vehicles. Although it's Achilles' heel, that was awesome, just a blast of mud right up in. The Achilles heel of the Azov 5319 is the fact that it has right here a 200-liter fuel tank, which is the same size as the ANK MK38. It's true. I'm looking forward to being on Rising Mind. I hope you. Oh, dude, when are you doing this? Because now I am excited. I am very excited for this prospect. Because just like the candy bar, you're an Almond Joy. Beacon? We don't have a beacon on this one. This Saturday. Ooh, okay. So here's the cool thing. Because I will be working on Saturday, I should very much be able to tune in. How do you like them apples? All right, look out. Coming around. Full tilt. You like those apples? Trying to talk on the phone and watch. Use different trucks for the trailers. Azov needs it. I think the Azov... Daniel's Off-Road Gaming, I feel the Azov and the MK38 are two trucks that could stand a slightly larger bump because they would actually be able to more use... They're good for the initial maps. I was using... So the Azov 5319, I had actually hauled something to this warehouse right here to build it. We've got one load of cargo that was delivered. Viking reaches into cat treats. Hey, man, some of those cat treats actually smell really good. Thank you very much. So we've got the Kolob 74760, so the flat nose Kolob. That particular truck has always on differential lock and all-wheel drive. We used the Kirovets K7M to assist both the bore and I believe we also used... Didn't we use the 916? Yeah, let's check it out. Because, so we had this thing right here. Truck storage. Yeah, we used the 916, the 4, and then a Kolob to actually haul some of that stuff all the way over to here. But we actually went the route right through here and then along this way. And it wasn't exactly the best because this stretch of mud right here was probably the worst. The step pike, this was one of our... Yeah, this was our repair vehicle. So we're just going to bring that back. Got our GMC right up here. Let's Kolob. Zix over here. The Zix... What is this Zix do? I don't understand what this guy's doing. Oh, no, this was the... that I delivered 1 unit of wooden planks. So the small wooden planks. Tractor Man just got beaten up by 6 dwarves. Go on. I'm curious. Wait, Western Star. We get a Kenworth here that was actually responsible for helping us put cargo back on. But let's have a grand conversation with the Kolob here. And this particular truck, we're definitely going to have to need to kind of think only 6 dwarves? Oh crap. 6 dwarves. You're wrong. So at the Azov stranded on Northern Aegis, just trying to deliver 2 wooden planks, wasn't happy. The issue was caused by deep snow right where you turn up the path. Yeah, that location is not a fun location. That is not a fun location whatsoever. Actually, can we go around this way? Go around this way and not tip over. Actually, I wonder if we could stack one trailer on top of the other trailer. There's 7 dwarves, and Happy is one of them. All 6 dwarves joined. I just got beaten up by 6 dwarves, not Happy. Oh, you're fired. You're so fired. All right, so I think we're going to have to go. And I think, actually, so because I have a Kenworth, I may possibly be able to brave Sir Robin. It is a hat. How are you doing, my friend? What's going on? How have you been? I'm kind of thinking I may actually go and get the Ken. Super Goat, how are you doing, dude? It is very good to see you. I have awesome updates from the Sunday at the show. I'm not sure if you were here yet. I am good. I'm doing it again, actually. It was a very long day at work. I do not wish to repeat another day of work like that. And yeah, it would be nice if I didn't have to work. All right, let's refuel. Okay. But what's new with you? What's going on? How is everything? So I'm kind of thinking I might actually try to double stack these trailers. But if you fire me, how will I feed my farm equipment addiction? I'm pretty sure you don't need my contribution for that. And Agent Giggles, how are you today, my friend? I hope that you are well. I hope that things are going good. So I think I'm actually going to try to do this. I want to be a professional streamer so I don't have to work anymore and just play video games. It's more just playing video games, unfortunately. You're going to spend tomorrow doing a water pump on the Defender. Might be a SnowRunner weekend. Dude, I really do enjoy watching along the pictures that you continue to put up of your Defender and of all cool stuff. Ah, they are strang. Bonjour, my friend. Super Goat, I had an awesome weekend. I don't know if you saw the pictures from the Discord of me hanging out with the dudes from AKC. First anniversary of getting it today. Congratulations. Congratulations. And look at that, we've got Rumbata. 9 months. Space Viking, you were just talking about a stream, baby. That is 9 months right there. We have gestated another one. Holy moly, folks. Holy moly. How are you doing? What is the good word? I hope you're right. Also, I am very remiss in my streamerly duties. and I need to do the thing. So that's Goro right there. Space Viking went to get snacks. That, however, is Space Viking from some game. Though Space Viking was just running reruns of his SnowRunner shenanigans and exploits. Guy may be a streamer soon. Which one? Are Super Goat? Are you going to? I'm doing good today. What is the name of the baby Rambata? we will call him Mini Rambata. Oh man. My Starlink according to Dragon. Oh nice. Dude. Super Goat. How does that sound? How good does that sound? I think it sounds really good. He's open to suggestions. Oh, man. Also, the ever awesome, ever fantastic. Rambata was out there playing Mud Runner. Although we saw that clip the last time. That was the Jedi stuff that happened. These are not the SnowRunners you're looking for. Right? Pretty sure Loader's going to be around here too at some point in time. But Super Goat, if you need also, okay, nope, I'm heading in the right direction. You are very welcome. Jared Strang. Oh man. So Brave Sir Robin did you have a location in mind, or were you just going to go where the road takes you, so to speak? Because that sounds pretty awesome right there. So I'm gonna try to get this thing over. I'm gonna perform an experiment. I believe I'm going to try to put one trailer into Northumberland. So the cool thing about the name right there is the fact that in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I actually conquered those lands. Just throwing it out there, just putting that on the table. You can send it back if you want to. Clip is from an Easter egg. If you try to open this door 66 times, you hear Palpatine saying, "Execute Order 66." Oh. All right, that's why. Oh, I saw. Okay, so there is a particular photographer who does a lot of pictures of the aurora, and yes, the Sycamore Gap. I heard about that. That it's a very particular tree, and the horizon comes down, and the tree is dead set in the middle of the gap of the two hills, and it looks incredible. Absolutely incredible. Like I am very sorry to hear about the Sycamore Gap, and that's like a big deal. It's like a really, really big deal. It's on Hadrian's Wall. If you do end up over there, and I'm pretty sure you'll end up just taking pictures anyways, I would love to see any kind of picture that you take, because the only way that I will ever visit like the Giant's Causeway or Hadrian's Wall is through media, like something like Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And I know it's not like a historically accurate kind of game, but the fact that I actually get to like visit and check stuff out like that in a video game is probably one of the coolest things I can do. I would love to visit it in real life, I would love to visit Giant's Causeway. I think that would be probably one of the most breathtaking experiences to ever really kind of come across. Uh-oh. Well, there's a brewery opposite. We'll have a pint. Dude, yeah. Shark Jockey. Boy, I tell you what, that's a big old dadgum truck and trailer, man. I tell you what. Is that, now that I have the place, tell me about, dude. Okay. Okay. So check this out. Although check this out in a second. Fun fact, when I was in the States, I used to go out for a while with a girl called Stormy. Mother named her, like that because she was born during a big storm. Also, she was a bit on the hippie side. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting, actually. So, Relic brings up a very, very, very good point. If you have Hulu, if you have the subscription to Hulu, there is a show. It is called Crapopolis. And it is a cartoon. What's his name? Richard Ayoade, who plays Moss in the IT crowd. Kind of plays the goofy, completely in over his head ruler. And it's a very, very, very funny show. I highly recommend it. It's actually hysterical. Also, don't forget Shock Jockey. Shock Jockey, how have you been? What's new? What have you been up to? Pray No Man's Land is going to be epic. Poster said coming exclusively to Hulu. Okay. That I was not aware of. But that sounds pretty cool. Oh, Ramar. Thank you very much, my friend. What? Hold on. Did that audio not go out there? Cheers to you, Ogremar. Matt Berry. Yes, Matt Berry is super, super funny. Haven't been up to much. My setup has decided to stop cooperating recently. I'm sorry to hear that. What do you think is going on with it? Predator in World War I. Although, in my opinion, a Predator wouldn't survive No Man's Land. Artillery. You're right. Although I can see it, though. I can kind of see that. Ogremar, let me... Hold on. There we go. But that's actually a really unique, interesting idea. I kind of feel. Oh, I love that one. That one's so funny. Keith David is awesome. Keith David in that is so good. So good. Very, absolutely. Hey, Loader, there you are, dude. What's going on? I hope you're doing all right. Put out the Outlanders. Keith David is a legend. Keith David went toe-to-toe with Rowdy Roddy Piper. Okay. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Doing good, but your car's down. Yeah, I saw something about that. So, think the e-brake. Yeah, that's just got. I think it's just got an e-brake shoe in there. There's really not much in there that goes wrong. I think my MacBook has stopped recognizing my USB dongle that I use to stream with my capture card. Gotcha. I gotcha. That is not good. That is very, very, very unfortunate. And I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's good. It's got the shoes and the hubs. Yep. Just started watching Supernatural recently, and honestly, I don't know why I haven't watched it. Supernatural is a great show. Supernatural is just one of those shows. It starts off kind of taking itself a little bit too seriously, but it actually, oh, the Impala, absolutely the Impala. The Impala is as much a character as the actors in the show as well. And there is a whole host of wonderful actors and actresses in that entire series. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to make the attempt. I am going to try to put this trailer on top of the other trailer, right? That's the idea. Yeah, because you wouldn't want it. What? Brave Sir Robin! Dude, thank you very much. You gifted out to Paula, Agent Giggle, Eddie, Spasmus Prime, and BTM Gaming. Thank you for that. I greatly appreciate that. And I know every single person that you have gifted a sub to right there also very much appreciates it. There was one scene I laughed so hard. Sam was searching for clues with night vision camera, and Dean asked, "Do I look like Paris Hilton?" Yeah, there is so much goofy humor. Let's see if we can't kind of sort of move this way, right? Sort of move this way. Can't hang around. Glad to have caught you. Well, thank you very much for stopping on in. Anytime you're around, more than happy to have you. It is always good to see you, and it is always good to listen to talk of your adventures, of your Land Rover, and congratulations on the year anniversary of that. That's honestly really, really cool. I think it's phenomenal. My Jeep's anniversary for having it for a year was in July. I think it was the end of July that I got my Jeep. You know what? We're gonna do this in the daylight. This is one of those times that I'm actually gonna skip ahead and I'm gonna in the daylight. Because I really, ooh, it's like right there. Oh, this is awesome. Actually, I just finished watching it before stream. You now just... Well, Rambada, did you hear everything about that particular story? There was a story that went with the so let's put that right there. So we celebrate Amazon shows I spent 27 hours shopping this year. How the hell does that work? Okay. I'm gonna grab it right here. Gonna gently, because I want these two lined up. So Labor Day weekend, the weather was amazing, and I ended up taking the doors and the roof off of the Jeep. We finally had a stretch of really nice weather, meaning we had at least a week minimum of really great weather. So I decided that I was going to leave the doors off and I was going to leave top off. Why not, right? Okay, let's see if this works. Hold on. I think it did. Oh, I think it did. It probably calculates total time scrolling through and searching. But that's bonkers. So, check this out. I am going to now be able to deliver 2 trailers at the same time. This is fantastic. Get a move on. So, the weather report said that we were going to have... Oh, wait, hold on. We were going to have rain. Rain. Okay. Now it's not going to be hooked on this thing. We were going to have rain on Saturday. I worked on Saturday, and all I had to do was get home from work, and then from there, I was going to simply put the doors, put the roof back on, call it a day. Got all the way to Friday. I drove the thing through 90-degree weather. It was beautiful. It was gorgeous. I was enjoying no doors, no top, just generally having a good time all around. I got to Friday. I noticed the news said that there was a chance of some rain, some light rain, in the afternoon. So I said, okay, I am going to put... So I have a 2 top. It's the top and then the fastback. I put just the top in the back of the Jeep. I would put it on at work later. So about mid-morning, maybe like 10 o'clock, so I decide I'm going to go outside, I'm going to use a couple minutes, I'm going to put the top on the Jeep, and it's going to be fine. So just in case we get a little bit of rain, not going to have an issue. Instead, towards the afternoon, the sky turned black. It got very dark. The weather did not look promising. There were all kinds of news and weather alerts going off, and I decided that I'm going to move my Jeep inside the building. So I was able to pull it in one of the bay doors out back. And just as I crossed the threshold into the building, the sky basically erupted. The wind, the rain, everything was utterly apocalyptic. It was nuts. There was sideways rain, and I had just avoided this. I figure, okay, I'm good. I'll wait for the rain to die down, wait for the workday to end, then I'll head home. No problem, right? Power goes out. Okay, kind of expected. That's fine. So I wait for the rain for it to die down. And now at this point, it's just kind of like sprinkling, drizzling, but it kind of picks up a little bit, and then it lets off a little bit. No problem. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna drive home. I have simply the top over my head. I have no doors, and I don't have the fastback on the back. I had from my knee to my armpit all of the road debris that got kicked up by my large tires, because I've got oversized tires on the thing. I was wet. I had the heat on in the Jeep, even though it basically kind of was just blowing warm air at me at that point in time. So I've got the heat on. I've got no doors. I'm getting wet with all of this rain. I'm trying to drive home. There are trees down across the major routes. Rims had ripped out power lines. Power lines were across the road. So every route that I took, I needed to detour even further and further around. And it was like, this is kind of a wild day, and I never expected anything like that to have happen. I got home, finally, after a significant amount of traveling. I get there, and now I have to put my doors on. Now I have to put the rest of the top on. I had set the doors down on my lawn. I just laid them on the ground. They filled up with water. So I had to stand the door up and let the doors drain. The closest modern to a Viking. It was so wild. It was so wild. So I'm letting the doors drain and then I bolt them on, but I have to now clean the weather stripping that goes all the way around. So if it does rain again, it doesn't pour inside the vehicle because it's just got debris in the weather stripping and stuff. So I have to clean all that. I have to... Don't worry about checking that right now. Oh, okay. All right, Relic. No problem, dude. But I will get... All right, where's... But yeah, it was an absolute mess. It was an absolute mess. And I was like, just... It was very interesting, put it that way. It was such an interesting... Oh yeah, we do have stuff behind us. Interesting ride home. It created a giant colossal catastrophe. I spent so long cleaning. My Jeep did get some water in the carpet that it sponged up so that it got a musty smell. So I'm hoping I didn't get too much in the way of mold back there. But if I did, Go. Oh. Oh yeah, we got Space Viking in the house. We got Relic. Yeah, it was wild. I was. It's true. It's very true. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. After going through, it turns out that we potentially had a microburst that touched down in the center of town, and it ripped the phone poles directly out of the ground. Marine, what is up? How are you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing good. I hope your foot is feeling better, or did you end up going to the doctor? But yeah, man, it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. The weather was nuts. Watching the rain come down inside the building, it's basically black like midnight. And just trees falling, leaves everywhere. Didn't get in yet, but still sore. Okay, all right. Well, I really hope that if it doesn't start feeling better on its own, that you're able to get it taken care of, and that it is nothing serious. Because I wouldn't like to see anything bad like that. Ooh, waiting on food. How is the new Futurama, actually, Relic? All right, check that out. We can see it in the mirror, right? See the double stack of trailer? This is what I got. I decided that I wasn't going to make 2 trips. You've been really enjoying the new Futurama? I haven't sat down to watch the new Futurama yet. But JP from A Killer's Confession says I have to rewatch, or at least go through and watch all of Star Wars Rebels to really appreciate everything that's going on in Ahsoka. Just had surgery not that long ago. I hope it goes away. I told my wife. If not, foot's gone. So, are you gonna have a peg leg? Is something wrong? My first thought was, let's get a small scout flatbed and start delivering service spare parts with teeth. That's not wrong, dude. That is not wrong at all, Daniel's Off-Road Gaming. Right. So it's definitely easier going down this way than it is up. Mad Max, how are you this evening? There's good recaps of Rebels on YouTube. Okay. Thinking about a peg leg go R. That would be fantastic. Mad Max, thank you. Oh, that would be wild. I'm playing the wrong game. I see how it goes. And which game should I be playing? Which one? Oh. Oh. Relic, look at you.
You will ride eternal, shiny and chrome.
That's looking good. No, I don't play a lot of SnowRunner. Whatever idea. So this is kind of a solo night because unfortunately, Space Viking is tied up with the work stuff. So
you will ride eternal.
You can be pirate buddies with Norman. Well, Norman have 2 peg legs though. Or is it the Simpsons with the pirate dude who's got peg legs and peg arms? Why are the workers in SnowRunner so lazy? When they fix rock slides, etc., they always leave. It's true. It's true. Inema, it is absolutely true. It's not fully cleaned up, so we still have to deal with it in some regard. On my mini vacation, I went out for a drink with a lady friend and went called a gastropub. Apparently, that was really interesting. They had an entire wall of beverage choices, and they did a pop-up Thai restaurant. Interesting. Finesse the joint with the rewards program. Yeah. So Norman is the captain since he's double peg-legged and has the XP. Yeah, chances are. Get a bird and an eye patch. So typically it's a parrot. It would be like a scarlet macaw, or like you know what gets really big? The blue and gold macaws. They get gigantic, and chances are the pirate has an eye patch because the parrot maybe decided that his eyeball was like a grape and went and popped that bad boy right on out. Not that I know anything from experience or anything. If you were a pirate, and this goes for anybody out there, not just Marine or Norman or anybody else, also everyone give a cheer, the writer's strike. So yes, the writer's strike, did they actually clear up everything for the actor's strike as well? I know, Shock Jockey, that you have been following this, because I do, contrary to popular belief, I do actually read people's tweets and stuff like that. Actor strike, not yet. Okay. All right, so what we have to do is we have to unpack that. That's done. I think the actors are... Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so now we can go back to vapid late-night talk shows. So Drew Barrymore and Bill Maher, if they want to pop back on TV, they can now if they want to. All right, so let's see how this is going to... Oh! Oh, look at that. Look at that. I want to have a word with those workers that left those boulders after clearing the rock slide on Erska River. Yes. He has an eye patch because one fine day he was sailing from ship to ship, looked up in the sky, and a bird pooped his eye. Then he forgot he had hook for hand and tried to wipe it off. Ooh. Ooh. That's not good. That's not good. All right, so we were able to deliver trailers. Trailers worth stuff. Okay. So we got a GMC over here. We got a Zix over here with no fuel. We got a white Western Star in the town, just kind of chilling out. We got a Kenworth right there. Our Kirovets. The Kenworth? No, we can't actually get that trailer. So what are we going to do? Are we going to do? Got to the end of mainline quests in Starfield. Oh, mainline story quest. Gotcha. Right. So this strike halted everything. I heard they were 99% complete with Beetlejuice 2. I would like to see Beetlejuice 2. I really would. And apparently some of the art sculptures while they were filming Beetlejuice 2 were stolen. I really want to like the first Longhorn you get. It's all badass with the moose paint on it. But so that is the Dairy Longhorn 3194. And you get that from Alaska, White Valley, Alaska. The second Dairy Longhorn you get is the 4520, which you get when you hit, where it becomes unlockable at level 28. Both of the trucks you definitely like to have. They look awesome. Personally, I love how the Dairy Long 3194 actually looks. It's a cool truck, but it's just not, this guy right here, it's just not nearly as good as you'd think it is. And you get the, so if you want to use anything on the back, you have to sacrifice the spare tires. You can't carry the spare tires. That drop axle right there does nothing but gets in the way. But if you look to our drive line, look how low to the ground that drive line actually is compared to basically everything else. The drive line is very close to the ground. But it's that tag axle that really makes it difficult, which is unfortunate. But I love this truck, and I still use this truck, except it has, like you said, the turning radius of the Titanic. And the Titanic couldn't turn fast enough to get out of the way of, bad things happening. So, what is the next one? We'll do humanitarian aid. So deliver to the desolate house. So the desolate house is there. And this is the curtainside trailer there. Lookout point there. Curtainside. Okay, so there's 2 curtainside trailers. Love the mammoth, but no, it definitely doesn't. The mammoth, however, is probably twice as long as the Dairy Longhorn 3194, and it probably still has better turning radius. Have you even used the Navistar, the MV5000? That's also another one with a really bad turning rate, which is weird because it's got some pretty small tires on it. So we need to deliver that trailer to there and then this trailer over here. We need to figure out a truck to do it with. And stuff like this, even though it's really effective and fun, can't tow a trailer. We could use the 5319, but we're limited on fuel. We did use this. We did use this. Let's find something that we don't typically end up using and just make it fun. Yeah, this thing, 6612H. This is an awesome truck, and it's a DLC truck. Some of the issues the WA were striking over were necessary, but didn't like the minimum writer per show they were asking for. But that more from the point of an author getting their story adapted to the big screen. You want to see The Nun 2? When is that? Is that out yet? I think that's out, right? Good thing is, even though I finished the main storyline in Starfield, the game keeps going with a twist. Okay. Catcher T813, I want to like it more. It just always seems to let me down. Boron Grad is one of my favorite. It is out. Okay. I've been so bad about keeping up on horror movies like Patra Force, very doggy. We could always take the F750. This will tow a curtainside trailer. You know what? Why don't we do that? Why don't we see how this thing does? Just about to say use the F750. Yeah, man. So here's the interesting thing about the F750. While it is classified as a scout truck, it uses the medium or off-road style truck trailer configuration. Check this out. Ramp flatbed. All this stuff. They are doing a ton of horror. And it's not even just because of October because of Halloween or anything like that. They're just cranking out horror movies like you read about. Was America. But the horror movies for the F-750, because I believe that would be the answer to both of those questions. And seeing as how October is right around the corner, and Hall, no, because the radar trailer is a scout trailer. It is specifically a scout trailer. Ika Fernandez, hola, ¿cómo está? Thank you very much. Even the best horror movies come out in the summer. It's true. It is absolutely true. Everybody wants to see a horror movie in the summer. And you know what? Don't forget to follow Nika Fernandez. That's Forza right there. That is the that was the one of the more recent DLC that are out there. Conjuring Last Rites, Final Destination 6, Arachnophobia? Wait, is Arachnophobia getting a re-release? Like, what's going on there? I remember the original Arachnophobia with, was it Jeff Bridges? Not Jeff Bridges? Yeah, Jeff Bridges and John Goodman. Yep, John Goodman. The Crow and Constantine 2. I would like to see The Crow. I'm curious to see where it goes. I remember when I went to the cinema to watch The First Nun, me and a couple of friends, and right next to me was a big buffed up guy with two really good looking girls. And on every jump scare, he was the one squealing or almost on my shoulders. Need some giant ant action. What was the movie with David Duchovny and Orlando Jones? Evolution. Also had Sean William Scott. That had some weird critters in it. Really weird critters. So yeah, F-750 cannot take a radar trailer because the radar trailer is an out trailer. You like your giant ants in black and white? I mean, that's something. Do we have technology now? Even though it's horrible technology in CGI. What was it we were watching? And it was very obvious that the CGI or the special effects in the show I was watching were far better than even a lot of like Marvel related stuff. You watched Evolution last month. It's a great movie. Arachnophobia. Ooh, wow. I did not hear about that one. That's one I missed. You have to give them credit back in the day, like Tarantula. Well, it's interesting because what happened is the better your technology, the better your special effects have to be to fool that technology. So, like, I almost think black and white films got off a little bit easier when it came to special effects because you could use forced perspective, you could use a lot of different techniques, and it didn't come off as so fake. But now, you know, we're going to green screen the Hulk on in there, and because we're going to pay the FX guys who do that next to nothing, it's going to look like poop. What was the spider movie Skipper from Gilligan's Island played the sheriff? You know what? That's a question for you, dude, because that movie sounds like it's probably 70 years old. So I'm not sure. Eight-Legged Freaks? Oh, with David Arquette. The AI will do the CGI soon. Oh, God. Oh, crap. Yeah, that's going to be rather interesting. So, Space Viking can back you, back you up on this one. If you watch the Dudesy podcast with what's his name there, Will Sasso, talk B-rated movie. So if you watch, they do a lot of goofy stuff, basically making fun of AI stuff, and there's this stuff that's got Tom Hanks in it, and it's all, I don't like, it's a very difficult area to get through. You're right. Sean Master Flex, what's going on, dude? How are you this evening? And also, Court Knight, don't think that we are not noticing that you crept on in, made a delightful comment. Therefore, you get Kano right there, rise above. Although this right there is Red Dead Redemption RP. Oh, that had them in there too? I didn't realize it had everybody in there. Also, in terms of the Avengers movie, and I know that we're heavily into the idea of, like, a lot of the stuff in an Avengers movie is all green screen, it's all CGI, and all they have to do is, react with imagination. Who do you feel in the Avengers movies only, so under the umbrella of the Avengers, who do you feel are some of the best actors, the best actual actors, not even just in the Avengers movie itself, outside of so they're in the Avengers movies, but when they do other stuff, who do you feel are some of the better actors from there? Tom Hiddleston, very talented. Yup. Robert Downey Jr. Yup. Samuel Jackson. Samuel Jackson is an interesting case because he's heavily into effectively just making fun of himself. Brie Larson showed up on the Community. It was actually very good. Paul Bettany. Michael Pena is amazing. It has so, dude, Michael Pena, 100% agree. I don't think that he is utilized even remotely properly. Michael Pena is one of those funny dudes. When he pops up in Ant-Man as just that goofy sidekick style character, in Thunderstorm, he showed up, showed how awesome he is. Just watched him in the... It was... Proto... What? Bree's also won... What did she win an Oscar for? Because I'm trying to remember and I can't remember. XC, how are you also doing today? It's nice to see you. I do think the vocal range and emotion that Vin Diesel showed as Groot. So, Vin Diesel, here's the thing. Dave Bautista, super underrated. Like, how many ways can you say I am Groot? He did. Paul Rudd is Paul Rudd is fun. Paul Rudd is very, very fun. And speaking of individuals who are very, very fun, speaking of awesome individuals, this right here is for you, Sergeant Rusty. You, my friend, are coming in with that raid. Look out, folks. The fun has just begun. Yeah! Sergeant Rusty, Little Miss PG, how are you doing? Sergeant Rusty, a pleasure as always, my friend. That one right there, that's for you. Welcome on in, Raiders. Welcome on in, everybody. Sergeant Rusty, you are a legend. Sergeant Rusty is one of those great individuals who is always out there playing different games, but the one that we did meet him on was SnowRunner. So that wonderful human being right up there was playing that rather awesome game right there. That is a Tatra Phoenix. How is everything going with you today? How was your adventure in whatever you were doing? How do I get my avatars to react to the raid? I think they automatically do, though, Space Viking. She won for 2016's Room. Okay, I didn't know that. Chris Pratt as Emmett in the Lego movie. See, it takes a little bit of something different to emote in a movie where you're not physically acting, which is why I personally believe voice actors really, really, really are on a completely different level than regular actors. Or actors who have to act inside of like a suit, say like Doug Jones from Hellboy when he was Abe Sapien. The stream was good day, first day back. Yeah, I saw that. You're week and a half, man. Big Dog Unknown, how are you doing? What's new? Hope everything's good. We're here in British Columbia in Duncan Bay. We're just kind of puttering along. We're kind of taking care of some stuff. We're knocking some stuff out, getting ready for, when they come out with stuff. No Man's Sky. Yeah, how was your time away? Did you go anywhere? Did you do anything fun? Or was it like you didn't stream because you couldn't stream? Because I know things happen around you that even though you don't intend for them to happen, they just tend to happen, which is kind of a bummer. But I hope you did something good. I hope you did something good. I hope you went someplace fun. I hope that something awesome happened. Please tell me that was the one. They could have called SnowRunner No Man's Land. That made me yeah, it's true. No computer was broken, and then everything else decided. I'm sorry. I was really hoping for an epic story of, I hit big on a scratch ticket, and I decided to go take a glacier cruise out of Alaska for a week and a half. That's what I was hoping for, my friend. But I really wish Constantine got a good adaptation. Real sucker for, you know what? Honestly, Constantine, the version we got wasn't bad, but the series apparently did significantly better. Usually have one, but every once in a while you have to take a put. Yeah, understandable, dude. Understandable. But it is so nice to know that back, giant spider invasion 1975. So, in case anybody missed it, and I will repeat what we're actually going over, we are talking about inside of a comic book movie like the Avengers, specifically the Avengers movies themselves. Which actors or actresses do you feel are some of the standout performers, especially outside of all of the other things that they do? And we have touched base on everyone from Vin Diesel to Brie Larson, anybody and everybody. Series was good. It just got canceled so bad. Yeah, there's a lot of that stuff that got canceled. 216. What are you doing? What's going on? How is everything? I hope you're all right today. We're going to get a trailer. Who, me? Yeah, you. What's shaking, dude? How's the family? How's the little ones? Nice to see you. We are going for trailer. Oh, okay. It's right here. So these are the two curtain side trailers that we actually have to get. My favorite Marvel actor is Downey. Yeah. Robert Downey Jr. is a really fantastic. Anyone need a passenger side mirror for a Chevy Cruze? You never replaced that? So you bought it, you just never replaced it. Iron Man trilogy is good. I like Robert Downey Jr., and I think he's one of those standouts as well. Robert Downey Jr. feels like one of the greatest comeback stories ever, and he's just so good in that role. Well, Monkey Bum, why don't you try? There's always like Facebook Marketplace or some kind of social media thing where you can try to sell it. All right. So what we're going to do now is attempt to get this to the top of here. It was cold when I bought it, and then life happened, and then it got cold again, and then it I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to laugh as much as I did, but you know, it's just that roller coaster up and down. All right, so there's no real easy direction to get to where we have to go. Drop this thing off. Desolate house. It's not a regular house. It's a desolate house. Going to have to get some sleep so I can be fresh for races tomorrow night. Have a great evening ahead. Stay safe and take care, brother. And all of you awesome people in chat. Cheers, Rumbata. Thank you very much, dude. It is so good to see you as always. Thank you for hanging out. We will see you tomorrow. There will be Fully Flannel Forza Friday tomorrow. Absolutely love him. Another one of my favorites is Elizabeth. She was really good as Scarlet Witch. Really, really good at Scarlet Witch. Found a page that has 32 Oscar winners that are in the Marvel. Okay. Huh. They're going to refund my money on that? They are? Oh, awesome. That's a plus. All right, so let's try to go around this. I don't know if this is going to be a good idea, but we're going to kind of hoping for a revival for Constantine and its universe because of the popularity of Sandman. So does Constantine and Sandman sort of cross over? Sandman was fantastic. Neil Gaiman, Sandman. Neil Gaiman, American God. Phenomenal. Ian McShane as Mr. Wednesday. You can't get much better than that. Although you could with Mad Sweeney. Mad Sweeney was unbelievably awesome. In my humble opinion, I feel like it was the scripts that suffered and not the actors or actresses. Okay. The more I think about it, I don't know if there's any actor in the Avengers that did. See, that's the point I'm getting at. The fact that they have to not only act with other actors, they have to react to something that's not even on the screen. Awesome. XC, dude, that is so fantastic. I appreciate that because I'm going to check that out. AutoZone said they would call and expect that. Okay, so okay, dude, Monkey Bum, that's awesome. Deadpool, you know what? Honestly, the Deadpool, I like Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is a fantastic actor. He's a kind of a one-trick pony, but he's a great actor at what he does. And I don't even care that Ryan Reynolds can only play Ryan Reynolds. I will watch Ryan Reynolds play Ryan Reynolds in whatever Ryan Reynolds. If Ryan Reynolds wants to do a rendition of Charlie Brown, that was a great movie. Free Guy's awesome. If you've never seen Free Guy, worth checking out. I want all the stuff he promised. I want X-Men 2000s. I want Fantastic Four Chris Evans. Oh, man. You know what? Yeah, Chris Evans is pretty cool. Free Guy Crocs. All right, so we go where there's no way that we're going to be able to. Yeah, we're going to have to go up and around this way. We're going to have to do. Free Guy was a great film. Free Guy was such a great film. Not exactly the best place that we wanted to be going. And get this thing hung up on something. All right, let's get it there. We went to see it twice. Once with my son after seeing it. Okay, that's cool. That's actually really cool. I've soft locked myself at least 10 times this week on SnowRunner. I've lost my touch. What's going on, Lord Clang? How are you doing? Hope you're all right. I do believe we have. I think the trailer's like stuck on something. I'm doing good. I can't believe how well the Con Bandit is doing on this map. Well, the Con Bandit is probably one of the better trucks as a scout, kind of in general. perfectly honest. Green suit superhero movie with Ryan Reynolds. I mean, J.R. Strang, for some reason, that's probably one of your favorites, but we won't judge. That's okay. As an actor, I like Ryan. Plus, all the charity work he does. Only thing that turned me against him was that he cheated on Scarlett with Blake while filming Green Lantern, and they divorced just after. Then he married Blake a few months. That I didn't realize. That's actually rather interesting. Why is this not cooperating? Very much not. How about we put it right there? Yeah, it's getting stuck on that one rock right there. That's so cool you went to see it twice, though. It's a really, really, really fun movie. There we go. There we go. Damn you, Kakarot! Stormwatch, how you doing, dude? What's going on? Are you feeling any better? Because I think you said you weren't feeling too hot. I was playing Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 the other day, and I purchased a Pikes Peak car based on a NASCAR. Best part about it was it put out 7,000 horsepower to the rear wheels only. Basically, in that particular scenario, you make happy little clouds. That is how clouds are made, right there. Feeling a little bit better? Okay, that's good to hear. I hope you keep getting better there, dude. You know, interestingly enough, in only, I think it's 2 weeks, Monster Expo, it also had a spoiler the size of I got these from Texas. I honestly like Thor Ragnarok. It was good. I enjoyed it. And that's probably because I really like Tahiti Waikiki. You ain't my dad. That's America's spoiler. So, Space Viking, circling back to a Chris Evans kind of thing, when I was at the Dragon Con, there's a particular dude does Captain America cosplay, and he drives around on a motorcycle, and he's got speakers that play like the Captain America theme song, and someone had yelled out, so he's parked at a stoplight. He's just standing there. People are taking pictures and stuff like that. And I believe someone had shouted out, "That's America's ass." And he just totally went with it. And it was hysterically funny. Just to be able to just roll with it on the spot. The dude was all about it. Only way I was able to control it was with a single speed gearbox tuned to 1,500 kilometers. And it would still do 700 kilometers on a quarter mile. My God, that is hysterical. Phone says it has an update to do. It's been taking over an hour. Kind of weird. All right, so we're almost there. Just saw, haven't found it yet, that Cyberpunk 2077 did a tribute car for Ken Block Rally Drive. Yep. I didn't realize that even they got on board with a tribute car in the game. Man, that was a crying shame. Exy, that was an absolute crying shame, and the world is slightly darker for his passing because my oh my, that dude did things behind the wheel of a car that a surgeon has difficulty performing. 0 to 100 in 4 seconds. Which is slow, but it also has Oh, okay. So it's got huge turbo lag. So the turbos take a while to spin, is what you're saying. Oh, that's got to be crazy. Bring it around here. I looked at something and I meant to type something and I forgot about something. Oh yeah, Natalie Portman, Benicio del Toro. There's a lot. So if I tuned it like a normal car, it would do nothing but spin. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely see how it would not go anywhere. It would just sit there and tires would just churn and churn and churn and churn. Also, Relic sending me bits and pieces of information, being my on-the-go fact checker. Hey, Freedom, what is going on? How are you doing? What is the good word? I'm doing good. I'm doing very good. We are here with some SnowRunner. We are on the British Columbia map. We've got, I think we just about wrapped up some of the stuff on this one. Love that game. Found out it had a Steam Workshop, and I may or may not have increased the amount of cars it had from 50 to 800. That's a fantastic idea. Because you know what? More cars is better. More cars is always better. We're having a good day. Good day. We're attempting to haul a trailer up this rather steep incline. More equals better. More always equals better. Well, for the most part. Usually. Yeah, more rats didn't exactly equal better for the Dark Ages. We'll just throw that out there. There we go. Come on now. Get up this. Oop. I got Hoonigan Mod Car in Beam NG, which Storm, I'm still waiting for you to join me. Yeah, I know. How you doing, Freedom? What's good with you? Can't we? We're kind of stuck on the rocks, so we kind of work our way over this way. What's your favorite goofy thing to do in Beam NG? Fortnite. We're gonna have to that. Get this thing up and over. Little couple of rocks right here. Get a new hard drive, and SnowRunner won't start now. Crashes on startup. So what is your most enjoyable activity in Beam to kind of goof about with? Oh, we're out of fuel. Okay. Use the F-750 to haul that curtain-side trailer up the dirt hill in Smithville Dam by the South Gateway, and I had to detach and inch my way up. Yeah. Yep, I remember that. That's, So, if we didn't have these rocks that were kind of in the way right here, maybe biased, but the best mod I have is a TVR Speed 12, wonderful and terrifying thing to drive. The TVR Speed 12, I believe, was in Test Drive 5 once upon a time. Either doing Rallycross, doing the obstacle courses, playing cops and robbers, Smashy Edition, or just trying out hilarious builds and testing them with the physics. That's got to be nuts. Oh, why? Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Basically, it's getting hung up on these rocks. And the funny thing, if we had chain tires, they would give us a better bite on the rocky surfaces right there. But see, we got to go up inclines like this, so not exactly the best. You want everything in State of Decay too. It was in GT4 as well, to which I have one in the special yellow color, also with about 1,100 kilowatts of power. That's beside the point. You know. There we go. Come on, pull. Pull, pull. Yeah, plenty of fuel. Now, if we could just... I forget what I was using, and it was still very slow going up this section right here. That's often what I really like to do with BeamNG Drive as well. It's just like playing hard dominoes sometimes. Yeah. If I remember right, the 750 is a Class 7 truck, same as the 70 and Brigadier. I think it's more capable than either one of those vehicles combined, actually, oddly enough. You know what? Actually, hold on. Oh, we can't get it from that. Okay. I think the F-750 is far more capable than either of those. And I like the C-70 and I like the Brigadier. They're basically very similar vehicles. B12 is my all-time favorite car, something engineered to race, but was too powerful than that. That's actually funny to think about. When you've got a car that's meant to be a race car, and it was just so powerful you couldn't even race with it. Come on now. Gonna try to go up this like grassy area right here. And it's dark too, so this isn't exactly helping us. Push. It was originally racing with 1,200 kilowatts, but they detuned it to about 800 and still didn't drive in a straight line. Oh, that's phenomenal. Yes, we built you a race car, but you can't put the pedal all the way down. Why not? It won't go straight. Come on. Get up this hill. I think I'm definitely going to use a truck with a little bit more oomph to it. Let's see how bad of an idea this is. Doing the cargo apocalypse mission in Alaska, we need to deliver the large pipes to the warehouse out in River, and I took this heavy trailer and is going to try to... Oh, I think that's a brilliant idea, personally. I feel that is a absolutely wonderfully amazing idea. I'm all... Anytime you could use the super 8-slot trailer, it's fun. It's so much fun. Especially on maps that aren't specifically made for that type of trailer, because they were actually made before. So the 8-slot trailer came out with, I want to say, Amandra GT4. My Speed 12 will comfortably do 450 kilometers an hour with downforce turned up, about 4 tons worth of... Oh, it was in Yukon. Okay, thank you, Daniel's Offer Gaming. I was thinking... Because... Oh, no, Amandra, the wide trailer, right? Oh, we still have to go to the right. We have to loop around to the right. And then we pull it up the driveway. That's... Yeah, we're definitely going to get a little bit more punchy of a vehicle second time around. Like the F-750 can do it, but even capable trucks going up that like significantly steep incline, even they have issues with that. So there we go. I have to pit every 2 laps on some races because it shreds the the wide one was introduced with a cola pit. Okay. All right. Yeah, I couldn't remember which one got introduced with what. Mountain Lion, it is so good to see you, my friend. How are you doing today? I hope you're well. Bounce. Someone definitely a SnowRunner. It may have been mentioned. We're continuing our British Columbia playthrough because our ever awesome Space Viking was unfortunately waylaid by the work demon. So
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move
it. It's too good of a time. Too good of a time. All right, here we are. We are almost here. We are. There we go. Stage complete. We're not gonna do this again with this truck. We're gonna pick a different truck this time around. I don't know which truck we want to use. Today is Thursday. It is Thursday. By the way, it's Friday. Why aren't we playing Forza? Yeah, it's still Thursday here. A Time Lord and living really, it's right. There is that. There is that. So, actually, specifically, what do I have to do? I have to go here and bring it back here. This actually isn't terrible. Years ago, I went down the rabbit hole of researching the evolution of some of the in real life trucks. Funny, I think the GMC 9500 turned into the Brigadier, then into the Kodiak. Yeah, the GMC Top Kick. Yep. The Brigadier, the Chevrolet version, was actually named the Bruin. So it was the Chevy Bruin and the GMC Brigadier. And the funny thing is, the Brigadier has the paint scheme of like the giant bear on the side, where the Bruin is the name of the Boston Bruins, the hockey team. There is that. Let's decide. Baphomet isn't really that bad of a boss. Scheduling mishap. Okay. Can't wait until tomorrow. Order myself the Xbox Gen 2 because the rubber grip on my Gen 1 I've gotten all loose. Super uncomfortable now to use. You know what? Honestly, I would love one of the Elite controllers because if we're going dollars to donuts here, the PlayStation controller, the bone stock factory PlayStation 5 controller, compared to the Xbox Series X controller, this is infinitely better. This is way better in every way, shape, or form. I don't like the Xbox X controller. It feels less weighty. It's kind of got a cheap sort of feel to it, which I'm not really super on board with. It's not nearly as good as the PlayStation 5 controller. Let's see, what do we want to use? You know what? Let's see how much fuel we can burn. You know, like the PlayStation controller. It's nothing compared to my original PlayStation 2 controller with new grippy grippy grips. It's great. All right, let's I've never used a controller in my entire gaming life. XC are missing out, my friend. You are completely missing out. So once upon a time, I definitely try more like joystick stuff for flight sim games back in the old days. Love my Elite. It's honestly the best controller. I would love to give an Elite controller a try, but I'm very happy with my PlayStation controller. It just feels better all around. Let's see how much fuel. Actually, let's hop in over here. Oh boy. See, this would be hilarious to do with a oh boy. Oh god. So can we just crawl out the window? Oh my goodness. They're wireless PlayStation 2 controllers, but I don't trust the tech that old. I never knew that they had them. Man. All right. Try this again. All right, round 2. Fight. The ANK is an awesome truck. I love the ANK. It's just a really great vehicle. I mean, look at all this cool like levers and buttons, things like that in here. Trucks like this are meant to be dumb simple because reasons. And not that I'm saying that the individuals who have to use them are slightly more simple, but if you're gonna make a truck that is fully multi-purpose, hardest thing was getting used to the different left thumbstick position when I got to 360, having grown up on a PlayStation 2. Yeah, it's a little bit different. I don't mind the differences in the thumbstick positions, but it's like, I kind of like both of them sort of uniformly how they are. Hot tamale! Oh crap, there's a bridge. Not going there. There are, and they're about 20 bucks. Really, like 15 US. I don't know how well they work, but 20 bucks, 20 bucks, 20 bucks. Unpopular opinion, but I absolutely love the game. It's so the one that looks like a spaceship. So it's got the 2 on the sides and then the center spike, like a weird alien, like weapon. Actually, speaking of alien weaponry, that is an amazing song from a fairly cool band, which kind of doesn't exist anymore, I don't think. Ow! That hurt! So, Alien Weaponry by, was it Kai? No, that's the name. Alien Weaponry is the name of the band. Kai Tangata, I think is the song. Yes, Tai Kanga, Kai, something like that. Basically, the words that Court Knight is spelling. I thought they broke up after they really hit it big because they were just a bunch of kids. Maybe I will go there. Make a truck idiot proof and you will still find the exception. XC, thank you for that. That's the okay, the N64. What was the GameCube controller? My favorite was the original. When I started playing SnowRunner, it took some time to memorize the control positions on the Xbox style controller for the same reason. Understandable. This thing is fun. This thing is absolutely fun though. Someone has converted one of the wireless PlayStation 2 controllers to work with USB, and this, my goodness, that's kind of bonkers right there. All right, let's see if we can't make it through here without winding up on our side. I love the engine of it. Their bass players have left. I think they're a great band, and the music video for that song is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Also, pretty sure they play Bloodstock. That's gonna be. Court night. I told you that I only got 3 hours of sleep on that Monday night, but that's because I was at a concert. Looked at the time, almost 5 p.m. Got to start dinner. What's for dinner? Inquiring minds want to know. But I hung out all day on Sunday with, oh crap, that hurt, with a very good band, A Killer's Confession, a bunch of wonderful, wonderful people, and their guitar player makes artisanal popcorn. I always like that. Yeah, he makes artisanal popcorn. He was going to do a vanilla and pumpkin spice popcorn blend, and it was going to have a particular name to it. I'm a guy who used a flight sim joystick to play Car X Drift instead of a wheel. How does that work? That's going to be fairly interesting, right? But it's always fun hanging out and getting mistaken for security. It's a good time. Not gonna lie. So this thing, we haven't even left automatic. I haven't even put it in low gear. I'm just bouncing all over the place. We're just jamming. It's like there's a Bob Marley song going on in the background. Fun jamming. If I got, it works well. Okay, that's cool. Doing something different. No other game recognizes the joystick as a controller though, which is funny. What flight sims do you play? So, if I did get motion sick, I'm pretty sure you guys would be laughing hysterically as I was just turning green and just hurling all over myself. Do we have to look in the mirror to see where our back tire is on the bridge? Flight Sim X saving for Microsoft Flight Sim 20. Good. Very cool. I haven't played a Flight Sim game forever. I remember originally playing F-22 Interceptor on the Sega Genesis. A box copy of Flight Sim 2004, but that don't, like, you have to have something older than Microsoft XP for that to work. You need like a copy of like Windows 2000. I mean, like, what the Christ? All right, let's go get this trailer. And we're only down a third of a tank of fuel, so that's actually pretty good. Daniel's Off-Road Gaming. Oh, now I'm getting all kind of twisted up here. That's a weird angle. Let's see if we can't back up. Used to love F-15 Strike Eagle. No, XP works with it, but I just don't have a machine for it. Gotcha. Oh, we are way, way off here. All right, so can we... Okay. Can we actually kind of back up? Nope, too far. All right. Okay, well, we kind of got close-ish. All right, so we'll do it this. All right, there we go. It's sad when things don't work because your computer is too new. I used to love Windows XP. My PC is old as sin, but at least it has old high-end parts. That right there is the key phrase. The fact that you spent the money originally. Er, Okay. All right. That's why. Okay. All right. Do, 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 do. Okay. So that's all right. Oh, that's kind of a cool car in Cyberpunk, though. How to find Ken Block's tribute car in Cyberpunk 2077. That's actually really, really neat. I did get a new case for it, though, so it don't look like a tin mail. PCs, once upon a time, looked awful. Oh, do we have beacons? No, we don't. Not on this truck. PCs, once upon a time, used to look just so generic. They were either that gray or that off tan color. Still have a Command and Conquer Red Alert and expansion on CD, but the newest thing that could play it is Windows ME. Oh my goodness! But that's a great game. Those Command and Conquer games, I liked. I liked Red Alert 2. Well, and you pair it with your what was it? Yuri's Revenge, and the fact that they did the weird, goofy, not motion capture, but they basically made like videos and dropped them into the game for like the exposition of everything. So, okay, we follow the dirt to the right. Totally follow the dirt. There's a bird. My motherboard has 16 slots. I can put 4 GPUs in it, and it'll be, my goodness. That's wild. All right, so this is going to be interesting here. Crossing this. But it's also good that we probably have some of the widest tires in the game this with. This way it gives us a little more of a footprint. All right, there we go. All right, full send. Camera down. I won't because that's a waste of power, but I mean, but you could. So update. I was going to go from above the warehouse and go down the landslide above it, but I can't even get there because the trailer is too long to turn on the main road. So here's the cool thing, though. Here's a little bit of a tip. What you can do is run a vehicle behind you and use it to just boot the back end of the trailer around, or if you have to have a crane to pick up the back end of the trailer to like swing it around. I was thinking the other day, I have replaced my PC about every 7 years since 1980. Okay. Wish physical media would come back. SSDs would have enough room for the game, and the OS the game was made for. That's true. You could, but there's also a lot of stuff on emulators as well. A ton of stuff. But the thing about emulators is they are a big no-no, because most of them are made without really the involvement of the original creator of the game. I think I'm just gonna forfeit and get myself a smaller truck to run the pipes down to the warehouse. I mean, like how games used to come on CD, but then the games, yeah. So the games used to come on CD, but they used to come on like 8 different CDs if it was a really big game. What do we get going on here? What is the... Oh, there we go. Okay. I thought we were stuck for some reason. That was weird. I have my games on HDDs, and you bet with all the mods I have, it takes no less than 30 minutes to boot them. I don't care, though, because I grew up with slow boot That is a hell of a slope time, my dude. What was some of the biggest games that you saw? I remember Unreal Tournament 2004 had, like, what was it, six seats. Ultima Exodus came on 5 floppies. Yeah, because
Is it just me?
it was
Or is
three
it
and a
getting
half
saner
or
and saner
what, five
these
and a quarter.
days?
Brigilia, it is so good to see you. What is going on? How are you? Coming in with the beans, throwing them beans around like it's nobody's business. Biggest game on PC. PC, go with PC. What's 7.25? I don't think I've ever seen it. That'd be the beans. We're running light. Oh crap! Run light on beans. Hold on. Add some more beans. Those are some feet that are flying around right there. Daniel's Off-Road Gaming. Take care of yourself. Have an awesome rest of your night. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for popping in. I think a lot of those were lemon. They have a very lemon taste. Yeah, those are 5 and a quarters. Because you have the small plastic one. Unless there's an even bigger size. Floppy disk. 8-inch, 5 and a quarter. Oh, okay. All right, that's one that I never saw. I only saw the 5 and a quarter. Yeah, the 3.5. The threes were the what? Holy crap, dude! By itself, Assetto Corsa is my biggest, but with add-ons, Train Sims 2012 would be. My goodness. Well, Trigia, I hope she's okay. I hope everybody okay. I'm here slugging through the bud. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anything bigger than the 5-inch one. So 5-inch floppy disk, and then you had the 3-inch hard plastic. And I remember loading programs with those things, and it was just nuts. There was a bigger size in the 60s. Yeah, that would be why. Because you know what? Not alive in the 60s. Making any you know what? It probably helps if we're not spinning the tires and nailing all of the mud all over the place. Took a hole punch to make them two-sided. Yeah, I definitely don't remember that. I've used and abused that Trains game. There's a good 80 gigabytes of add-ons on top of the 40 gigabyte game with DLCs. Old VIC 20 had a cassette drive. Man, you people, you guys are just going back and back and back. This is like, where is Marty McFly? Where is my DeLorean? I don't think it can reach 88 miles an hour. Actually, it was impressive if a DeLorean could in fact hit 88 miles an hour. Ow. And we are down to 16 liters of fuel. Atari 800 had a 710 cassette drive. All right. Delivered to the boat slipway, semi-trailer with a fishing boat. So this is kind of one of the things that we were sort of waiting to get into. So there's a lot of stuff on the other. So basically, we've kind of done everything there is to do on this map here. I have a DeLorean, and it will comfortably put a GT40 to shame in terms of speed. Oh, man. So that basically kind of Uncle Fishmore. So that's over. This has to go to the boats. Oh, okay. That's cool. Okay. Semi trailer with a fish. We could do that. We could do that. I saw a painted DeLorean one time, and it was it was like a maroon. It was actually really cool. I don't think the GT40 can crawl that fast. Dude, I love the GT40. The GT40 is cool. The like a 2005, the 100th anniversary Ford GT, those are actually really, really cool. All right, so it's all the way over here. So we would have to go. Okay. We need a high saddle. That's the boat that we need to get. GT would stall going that slow. That's funny. All right, what else do we have? Confiscated trucks. That's confiscated truck over there. This. Deliver to the construction site. Construction rig. Oh. Pound request. That's Duncan Bay. Okay, so we've got a bunch of stuff. 2 warehouse construction sites. There is a bunch of stuff that we actually can do in Duncan Bay. Contain. Where's their? So I'm playing through the base game, and I don't have any of the DLC trucks, and I'm currently finishing for last gun. Man, the Freightliner M9 is such a champ. Probably, I love the 916. The 916 is one of my favorite trucks, hands down. My it car will always be the 1960 Mach 1 with a 428 Cobra Jet and shaker hood. That is a wild car. I think honestly, like a 1970 Chevelle with a big block, that's a hell of a ride. Like that is or what would effectively be like the king of the muscle cars in that era. So why don't we actually let's bring some of these vehicles back. Clearly you don't own the FPV Typhoon. Are you talking about not a GMC Typhoon 4.3 all-wheel drive turbo? UJMR. Dude, thank you very much for that. I really appreciate that. That's awesome of you. Where is it? Drilling station. So the construction rig semi-trailer is all the way down here. Really impressed at how strong the M9 is. I've yet to throw something at it. It's a very capable truck. I feel it's one of the more capable trucks in the game. So I think, honestly, we may actually be looking at taking this construction rig semi-trailer and bringing it all the way around. But why don't we actually consider Dodge K-Cars? Yeah, Lee Iacocca brought Dodge back, or Chrysler Dodge back from the brink with the K-Car, believe it or not. It's actually very impressive. 5368, so that one's out of fuel over there. Hey, Revettes, let's go recover this bad boy. And let's get ourselves to the other map. And I think this is definitely time. So this is showing the Mac defense hauling that boat. It was a 4-liter cousin of the Skyline RB engine with a big turbo, factory 350 kilowatts, and was almost the fastest family sedan of the time. Nearly cried when the 1971 Mustang Mach 1 classic yellow with black blew up in the Bounty Killer, but cheered when they showed her replacement 1969 Mustang black with white. What is the Tom Cruise movie? Jack Reacher. He does some crazy car stuff. Absolutely crazy car stuff. It is out of control. So here's the thing. We could actually use high saddle. So this one right here, the 916A1. Love this truck. This truck is fun. It was basically the version of the Ford Falcon. Okay. See, we could also use the Boar. That's got 58-inch tires. That'll get us through some stuff. The Boar does its best work when it's actually got a decent amount of weight on the back. We could also run with the Navistar. The Navistar is just one of those things. You suggest the 6R? Then we are not going to take the 6R because I am not going to make it easy. We are not going to make this an easy run. There is nothing about making it easy on us. Dairy Special 612, the Tatra Phoenix. That's okay. You know what, actually? Because the Mac defense is classified. It's funny because beside the badges, you wouldn't know. So if you tried to race one anywhere, you would be very rudely surprised. That's what we call the ultimate sleeper. There was a show on Netflix, and it was like, it was specifically about like the ultimate sleeper cars. And I think somebody completely got the idea of what a sleeper car was 100% wrong. Because it was like all of the stuff that was flashy, that was loud, that you knew there was something going on with it. I ran it with the Mac because they used it for the load screen, so it must be capable. Grab my 605R into yes. Donster Buck, I have bad news. My mother fell today and broke. Dude, I'm sorry to hear that. I am very sorry to hear that. What is the prognosis? She's 87. Okay. My grandmother, when she was in the assisted living facility, had fallen and broken her hip at the time, and they had to do surgery, and it was probably just some of the worst stuff. So I sympathize with you, friend. I really do. My heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to her. They're going to try to fix it tomorrow. I hope everything goes okay. I truly do. And I hope that it is painless. I hope that there's not much pain for recovery. But yeah, man, 100%. Just what Loader said. Good vibes coming her way. Because that stuff's not cool. And sucks. It really sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Are you doing okay? Are you all right with everything that's going on? Sitting here, we're gonna pick a truck for the haul. Yeah, we can do one of these, but why would we want to do one? Let you know, but I may not be around for. Dude, that's okay. You need to do what you have to do first and foremost. Oh God, we could use the 3194. Trying to figure out what we want. These are heavy truck, classified heavies. Dealing with it as you can. Exactly. You do everything that you have to do. Don't worry about anything else. And you know what? Never, ever, ever apologize for not being around here. Because this stuff is this stuff is all secondary. This is like a TV channel. Turn it off. Just walk away. It's all good. Don't you worry about it. Everything that you need to do is 150% more important than anything that goes on around here. So don't worry. Typhoon had a sister though called the GT, and it was basically a supercharged V8 version with more power than the Mustang at the time. It was the pinnacle of Ford engineering then, and nobody barely knew it. Yeah, I never would have heard of any of that stuff. What year was that? What if we did the Western Star? See, this is a good truck, but it's a lightweight. Mad Max! Then we've got heavy duty, but these trucks are a little bit more on the wimpy side of things. Highway truck. Does the Kenworth have high saddle? Want to do with this? Trying to think. We did haul the rocket trailer a lot with this guy, the Western Star, the 49X. That was 2003 to 2015. Okay. And this is all for the Australian car market. This is where it's different. So it's not like a Commodore or any of that. Reefer, what's going on? Matt, thank you very much for the follow. Really appreciate that. We're trying to decide which truck we're actually use to haul the boat with. How's everything going with you today? Welcome on in. We're playing some SnowRunner. That's what we're doing. Yeah, we didn't get a lot of stuff. So in those years, basically General Motors after 1996 abandoned the V8 rear drive platform. I don't use mods, actually. I use no mods whatsoever, which is why I'm trying to select my truck to haul the big old boat with. And I'm thinking, this has a lot of power, but it doesn't have a lot of weight. What if we did something dumb? What if we did something really, really, really dumb? Nothing beats a Super Snake Mustang. So ever see a Mustang Cobra R? Yeah, exactly. XC. That's exactly what I'm thinking. What years were the 5.0 Mustang GTs? You mean the Fox bot? Like 80, what was it? 81, 82, all the way up to like early 90s. Fox bodies were made for a long time. The Max mod? Oh, you're headed to KFC? That sounds so good. Well, you gotta kind of specify. All right, XC. I think we're definitely gonna go. We're gonna P16 a shot. I want to bust out with the P16 here, because that sounds like a good idea. Get our P20 right there, but where the hell is our P16? 16. There it is. Big engine, advanced special, right tires. That's saddle high. Okay. So the early 2000s, you could still get the, what was it? Because you had the no, you had the 4.6 liters that went into the Mustangs for those years. Too tall for the trailer? Okay. Let's give it a shot anyway. I'm kind of curious. So basically the 5.0, that was early 2010s, I want to say. Oh yeah, that's right. So we've got this thing that happened where it effectively drops us into the mud right here. and it buries us up to the axle. And it doesn't want to let us move. And the fact that the P-16 is actually able to slowly crawl its way out is rather surprising. All right. So. Little fish will do. We want... Go. Special order. Yeah. SnowRunner like blop go. Exactly. It's just like it literally just drops us into the mud. My Swift is angry with me because I disconnected its airflow sensor to make room for a massive KNN intake. Yeah, it's not going to be very happy about that. That's typically not a good thing. So I'm thinking about just go yeah. Where's here? All right, this way. Okay, so this may be a really bad idea, but who knows? It might be a really fun idea too. I'm all about giving things a challenge. And nothing beats, like, yes, we can add mods to this, like Matt was asking, but we don't even have a beacon for them. But we also do things that we realistically probably shouldn't be doing. More fuel equals more power. Yeah, because usually when you unplug a mass airflow sensor, it goes to like a default mode, which is like dump too much, not enough, or not too little. Bob Burgers, what is going on? How are you this evening? I hope you're doing good. Playing some SnowRunner. That's what we're doing. We're going to get a boat. We're gonna go see a man about a boat. It's funny, my dentist is so wacky. He talked about like where money is in, like stuff for investments and things. Never buy a boat. He said never ever buy a boat. It's not a good investment. You're not making an investment, essentially throwing money away. For him it's guns. He collects guns because he's actually, I think he said he's got a historical collector's license. So as long as it's over a certain age, he's allowed to own it. But it's something like if it's got to be like 50 or 70 years old, something goofy like that. I just want things to do. And even if we do have to bring a different vehicle over to bail ourselves out, or if we have to a support vehicle like fuel or something else to kind of give it a good little bump every now and again, that's fine. Still one of the best horns in the game. I do have a part on the way that will help with that, though. It's a steel tube with a hole in it for the sensor. Okay. So, interesting thing. You may know these as a Holden Monero. I owned a 2006 Pontiac GTO. And that particular vehicle, when you wanted to upgrade the air intake system, they always recommended getting what they call the breakout harness and a separate mass airflow sensor. So, or no, excuse me, air intake temperature sensor, because the air intake temperature sensor is built into the mass airflow sensor. You get the breakout harness and allows you to put a separate one further away from the hot bits of the engine so you don't get heat soak. It wouldn't break me on the gas to run it. There's a 79 Ford T-Bird near me for 8,900. I mean, if it's in good shape, dude. Disagree. I think the P512 has the best. Really? Okay, hold on. P512 compared to the P16? Now I'm curious. The twin steer is such a beast, and I don't even have all it. See, that's the thing. The twin steer is one of those vehicles that never actually needed the all-wheel drive upgrade, but it's even more potent with the all-wheel drive upgrade. It's insane how good that truck wound up being. All right. Ooh. Ooh. It's got a little bit more of a hollow echo to it. It goes on a little bit longer. I kind of like where you're going with this one. We don't want to use the P512F because it also does not have all-wheel drive, unfortunately. Buried? Yeah. So every time we get vehicles from that location, it drops them from like 10 feet up, and it lands in the mud, and we can barely dig ourselves out. True story. But this here Pacific P16 is only two-wheel drive, though it does have always-on differential lock, which is a must-have. So it was able to kind of crawl its way out. I do like the 512's horn, though. That's a tough call. This one's just got a solid, robust, full, all the way through kind of sound to it. All right. Let's go get ourselves a boat. Tell you what, I'm thankful they didn't put all-wheel drive on the 512 because modded ones with it are terribly powerful. Yeah. Oh, crap. I am really curious if the P16 ever had all-wheel drive, how bonkers the truck would be. I would love to see if this thing actually had all-wheel drive, what it would do. It would be on the level of the twin steer, to be perfectly totally just the mark on that one. In real life ones do, yeah. I kind of wish they did put ooh, there we go. Haha. See, it almost couldn't actually make it underneath of that. All right. So, want to go. Why don't we? Yeah, we'll go this way because I don't think we need to go all the way around. Gonna map the route here. And this is one of two heavy hauls that we have in British Columbia that we haven't even started yet. I'm kind of happy with that. I mean, we realistically should, if the public test server is any indication, the Western Star NF might have the best. Really now. What's so good about that one? It's supposed to rain tomorrow, too. This is kind of cooler. Yeah, what do you like about it where this one has like that really deep tone, the 512 has a little bit of like a cool kind of echo. All-wheel drive with crane and sideboard compatible? Yeah. It's true. You know what? I'm gonna make this thing go. P16 doesn't have layers. Yeah. Okay. If it's just the e-brake, you're gonna order 4 TB M2 drive to update. Okay. And if it's not just the e-brake, let's do this. So basically, I just want to get a really cool picture. And then the car is going to eat that. Yeah. Delete trailers. That one. Yes. Okay. All right. Perfect. Because I want to make a really cool picture with this, and I don't want another trailer like that sort of mucking up the works. And it's also very impressive that this thing is so tall. Get a good place to take a picture. Also think the board does not have a good one. You're right. BDell88, what is going on? Thank you very much for the follow. We're gonna take a picture here. How are you doing? What's going on? All right, so free cam. Check that out. That all of that the lens, basically it's lens flare is what that ends up being. Look at that. Oh man. All right, let's try to some of the. All right, that's a no. We get the crane in the background. Try to. Like that. Regular J.J. Abrams over here. Well, do you not see how awesome like the solar rays kind of went on down? So let's change time of day. Ooh, yeah, that is what I'm talking about. Oh man. Oh, that's beautiful. Photographer with trained. Court beeping. Actually, I prefer being a little bit more of an Ansel Adams. Thank you very much. Got an idea. Every truck rollover equals 1 cookie donated to the who? Dream goers? Oh, all of you all. I haven't rolled over more than once this evening. Also, I don't have any cookies. Oh man, this is so cool. Leviathan. That is an awesome name. That is a fantastic name. Leviathan, how are you this evening? Thank you very much for the follow. I am here, and I'm going to start hauling my giant boat, which is called the Keep It Real. The name of the boat is the Keep It Real, which is hysterical. XC, absolute. Thank you very much. Cheers to you, my friend. Oh, yeah. All right. Actually, I shouldn't say "oh yeah" too loud because the Kool-Aid guy is going to come smashing on my fiberglass or whatever the hell that this is made out of. So this is going to be very interesting. I'm curious to see just how good. Also, that stop is more of a suggestion and not really. I'm going to see how well this thing does because the P16 is effectively one of the brutes of the game. Like the P16 is a sledgehammer. It may not have any amount of finesse to it whatsoever, but what it lacks finesse, it makes up for in sheer earth-stopping. It has one of the bigger engines in the game, I believe. And it's also nice that bridges like this, even though they're really, really dodgy looking, they don't break underneath the load of the cargo that we have, because that would be unfortunate. I don't know what this thing's going to be like as far as... Yep, see, we're already encountering problems right here. But we've got a winch. SnowRunner, but gas is obsolete. Erased. Extinct. Man. I love that song by Fear Factory. Fear Factory, a great band. Fear Factory, also a band that I saw play at Ozfest. That'll go back and tell you how old I was. Or, well, you know, give you an indication. Confirm you should try the 47X and F horn. Okay. All right. We'll do that. Yeah. Truck storage. Actually, where do I have a 47 NF? You know what we'll do? We'll make this a little easier. We'll just buy one. Old enough to get into Ozfest. You damn right I was. I love the Kenworth. That's such a great truck. Sorry, that's the 49X, the 57X. So you're saying the 1424 or the 1430? The 5-axle one. So the 1430. All right, ready? Oh. That's got a little bit heavier tone. Yeah, this thing is legitimately up to the axles. And look at me, I'm floating into nowhere. That is actually a real... Well, we should probably sell that. No, that's cool. I dig it. All right, there we go. All right, off and running again. So the interesting thing about this is the cab in the the Pacific P16. The cab is actually offset. Get some momentum. Just say to hell with it. Let's go full send. Love the turbo one on the twin steer. I love the twin steer. It sounds good. It looks good. It's fun to use. But a lot of people don't like the twin steer because it's such an acquired taste. And does anybody know? You see that little thing at the top of the truck cab? Reminds me of the truck in Convoy. The twin steer's like caviar. Well, the twin steer could be like lobster. Once upon a time, it was fed to prisoners, and now everybody wants it. Prefer the turbo one of the Azov 6 better, especially going up a hill in high gear. But do you guys know what that little red round circular thing hanging from the roof of the vehicle is? Here's a pop quiz for you. It's right at the top, and it's kind of interesting, actually. The horn is the chain beside it. Do you see the fan? That little thing that's right at the top there. The ejecto seat. Potentially. Keep going. Going. Guys haven't got it yet. Let this thing go. This is... Whoa. But then we're going to hit this down here, and it's going to bog us right on down. Potentially. Trailer brake is... the trailer brake is either the yellow one or the red one on the dash. Turn the turbos on so it makes more heat for the Canadian winter. So, would you like to know what it is for, actually? Try that again. It's actually an indicator. So if you're operating this truck and you no longer have air pressure for your braking system, that little indicator at the top, you see how it looks like it pivots? That actually swings down, and it lets you know that you don't have air pressure tanks anymore, which would mean you don't have brakes anymore. And these used to be probably more primarily used as logging trucks in Canada. But yeah, so if you no longer have air pressure, it no longer holds that thing up and it swings down. And that actually is like a little mechanical notification so that you don't die. Why we have vacuum brakes on trains, so if there's a leak, it'll stop the whole thing. Yeah, these will just tell you that you're in for a world of fun. Party time, buddy. Okay. So I think we had better luck in some of the other trucks as we're crossing by hugging this right-hand side. But I don't know how this truck's going to go through all of this stuff because our front tires aren't driven. So if our front tires get hung up, that, and it basically, like if we just kept on trying to plow through that rock with the front tire kind of angled to the side, it would most likely end up stuck. Actually, we can kick it up to low plus because it's got enough front to... There are some four-wheel drive trucks that have a harder time. Always wondered why they didn't make air brakes so if they lose pressure, they just engage. Well, that's the idea loader. A lot of times, the air brakes, so when there's air in the system, what happens is it releases the brakes. Exactly. Exactly. The raised suspension makes those things very unique and interesting, but it gives you the ground clearance that you need to get over stuff. It's annoying though because you need pressure to release the brakes. So if your engine isn't big enough, you can't make enough pressure to. Yeah. So the air brakes actually release the brake. They don't apply them. That's the kind of one of the common misconceptions. All right, I'm finding this very interesting that it is just slowly chugging right along. I love the peak, and I honestly wish it was usable for more stuff. If it actually was able to have an all-wheel drive setup. There we go. Oh. There we go. See, it's gonna take out every tree that can break before it actually goes to the phone pole that can't break. So the bouncing is actually from the slipping and gripping of the back tires, believe it or not. And you don't want those back axles start bouncing like that because that's how they break. Recently got the Snow Cruiser mod for SnowRunner and I got it stuck. You'd think with 128-inch mud tires that wouldn't be possible. Were you in Amor in the Super Snow? It had the highest sitting saddle. Yeah, I like how it has just, it really lifts everything up so you get more ground clearance. Oh, it's cool. Dude, space biking, it's so cool. I like how yeah, because we're on dirt, we're not on mud. There we go. Get us back on the dirt there. SOR deforestation services? Yeah, exactly. It was actually because I thought it was fitting, but no, even Amor was too much for it. That's actually really kind of funny. Go left. Such an awesome truck. Keep it real, North Bay. Yeah, we use the winch just to pluck tree after tree after tree after tree out of the ground, and we completely avoid, we don't even pay attention to the stuff that can actually connect to, so that we pull ourselves out of the issue that we're having. Get a lot of unlikely things stuck in a moor. A drivable train of all things as well. My God.
Or is it getting saner and saner these days?
You're going to be reloading a lot of games. What are you thinking about reloading, Loader? All right, I'm going to try to keep my foot on the gas pedal because space biking, you're an awful person. I'm trying to maintain my momentum. There's some beans. Something tastes good. I'm trying to keep my momentum here, and you're trying to throw a monkey wrench into the works. There we go. There we go. I think that one was black. There was a black licorice in there. That one tastes like coconut. Together, they taste really kind of gross.
I'll allow it.
Cold War, are you going to get Modern Warfare 3? And is anybody going to get Modern Warfare 3 because they added the zombie mode back into Modern Warfare 3? Oh, wow, look at that. We actually still have fuel. I may actually not even need a support truck. All right. You don't like the zombie mode? There we go. Fuel station. 300 liters, 300 Canadian liters. Love how Modern Warfare franchise is doing this bait and switch with zombies, just removing it and re-adding it and removing it and yeah, it is kind of ridiculous, to be perfectly honest. If it's anything like the Outbreak mode, or if it's DMZ with zombies, I think I'm actually gonna really enjoy it. I have the original Modern Warfare 3 on Steam, not going to get the new one. Hell yeah, man, looks fun, making me want to pull the wheel out. Smoked chops, how are you doing? What's good? We are having a blast here in British Columbia. I am using the P16 to haul around the Keep It Real boat, or like the base type zombie game from COD. So the round based shooter version of it. I know, smoked chop sounds damn amazing. I never ever liked the frantic pace of the, what was it, Firebase, or the other one where it was round after round after round. I am currently playing solo at the moment. Tonight, we usually Thursday nights are our multiplayer night where we jump into Space Vikings game. We have been in Amor lately, and it was just so much fun. We've been assembling the rocket, but Space Viking, even though Space Viking is in chat, Space Viking is stuck doing work-related type things. So we have continued our solo run to start doing some of the heavy hauls in and around British Columbia. So we've got the boat, and we've also got a giant construction rig trailer. Zombies are just so boring, never understood them. So it's not that zombies themselves are boring, it's that we have been inundated with zombie modes after zombie modes after zombie mode. And it's nothing more than just, there's a zombie, shoot it. The work demon commands me to enter the data into Microsoft XL for Beelzebub. But Outbreak mode was different because it was more of an open world kind of situation. The maps were not colossal by any stretch of the imagination compared to like the DMZ zone or Warzone, but they were large, and that was a fun. It was a good time.
Jeez!
I'm going up a hill again, bro. I'm going up a hill. You know what? You and your workplace demons and Winchesters and everywhere. Oh, there we go. There we go. Travel to Duncan Bay. All the complaints I've given to the devs, I did wish they made it possible to join modded regions to the existing ones and add more to your experience. So you can only have one modded section of map, or can you break it up into multiple maps? I am climbing with the cheese. What? Oh, wow. It is so large, we can't actually fit it right there. Up, and cheese away. All right. We've, gone back to reality. You did get oh crap, a big box of the mega goldfish. Hell yeah. Over the hill and through the cheese, to grandmother's house we go. They're well, that's the thing with chili, they're absolutely perfect because it's just like having crackers with your chili. I think I gotta go left. Grandmother's cheese. Is she Amish? Because she's probably churning the cheese that way. All right. We can do this. All right. Like fun, might pull mine out. Only thing is, every time I pull it out to play, I get bored like an hour. Honestly, it's still fun. It is still so much fun. Oh, like oyster crackers. Yep, exactly like oyster crackers. Rip details. We are 100% going fishing because this is our. Oh, we can't see it. This is our boat. The Keep It Real. Like how you switch between regions in the base game, you can't join modded like that. It's weird because it would just make sense if you wanted to make your own SnowRunner. That's a good point. I am actually. I'm all about the controller. Smoke chops. I don't actually have enough space to make a good area to play with a Wii. Okay, so we just gonna. I think we're just gonna follow the road right here. Thursday after next, we should have some slots for yes. So just an in real life map location trivia. Duncan Bay, British Columbia, is about 6 minutes north of Campbell River, where they filmed 13th Warrior, and where the actor Barry Pepper is from. I like Barry Pepper. And North Bay is about 1 hour and 40 minutes north of me. Holy crap! That's actually really awesome. That is actually really, really awesome. Also, I'm not paying attention to where I'm going. Yeah, so Smoke Chops, typically on Thursday nights, we do multiplayer SnowRunner. We're just kind of bound to Space Viking or my schedule, kind of make everything happen. Making homemade cheese potato soup this weekend in the crock pot with bacon in it. That would probably go really good with those kinds of crackers. Next Thursday, okay. Gotcha. All right, I think I'm going across. Yeah, I think I'm going across here. This is the way to go. Remember, after Season 8, they said regions wouldn't be based on in real... Yes. Well, here we are going into Season 11. I remember they said that. Yeah, we are doing the big and more stuff. Big. And also, yeah, 13th Warrior, one of the best movies. Antonio Banderas and the High Lord from Skyrim. Making grilled Munster cheese sandwiches to go with it. There you go. Use the voice. Yeah, that dude is Bullvine in the 13th Warrior. My guess is they tried to do with Season 9, but had no idea, so they call it based in, what to call it, so they based it in Ontario, because it catches fire so often. It was just basically art imitating life. Pumpernickel. I don't like pumpernickel bread nearly as much. Pumpernickel bread is kind of weird, and it gets just kind of a funky sort of flavor to it. All right, come on. Come on. Come on. All right, come on, come on, come on. All right, we got to see what we're doing. Okay. Oh, nope, don't do that. Because it is coffee rye bread. Coffee rye. I've never heard of such a thing. All right, let's do this. Kind of get ourselves up this way. Going up. One of the fortunate things is we can't see directly in front of us. I was up here for a week visiting friends of my uncle after my dad died when they were filming. Then a few years later, I started working at the rank, and one of the guys that I was working with was an extra on the set. That is awesome, actually. That is really cool. All right. And the interesting thing about this whole entire journey, make it with coffee, it's a rye bread recipe with coffee. It tastes nothing like coffee. Like, if that has coffee added to it, that is just a travesty. tastes nothing like coffee. I do have insider info. The next game that's coming soon isn't an official Spin Tires game, but a spin-off, pun intended. So the next Runner game will be in a few years. Hopefully they don't give us Stockholm Syndrome like this one. Dude, I love this game and anything. I don't have links enabled in the chat. If you are a part of the Discord, you can actually put a link up in the Discord, and all it is just !Discord, and you can join that way. And honestly, that's the easiest way to put a link up. It's just easier that way. And that way we don't have to worry about anything. Okay, so we are so close. Amazon, this isn't a jungle. Welcome to the jungle, baby. You're gonna die. Man, Axel, Appetite for Destruction. That was amazing, amazing, amazing album. That was so wild. And the fact that Thor, Love and Thunder, used what song was that at the very beginning? Sweet Child of Mine. That hit so hard. That was just, it was great. It was so great. Okay. All right, folks, we have to just bring it down. You know what the nice thing is? We don't have to back this thing down, because that would be hilarious if we did. Ooh, the ship is launched. Special order. Doesn't it look beautiful? Thank you for helping us. Send it afloat. Here is your reward. It's nowhere, though. That's the unfortunate thing. You use Welcome to the Jungle in Megamind, which is fun. Yeah. So, there's no boat. I don't think that's the boat over there. Is that? I don't think it is, but yeah. No boat. No boat. Which is kind of unfortunate because they really... Oh, that is the boat? That's the boat over there? I mean, it looks kind of similar. All right, I'll take your word for it. It's in the water, but I can't remember. Okay. And it's just, it's unfortunate because I want to see more animations like they actually used to do, but disappointed nonetheless. Yeah. Yeah. I really kind of wish they did more animations. All right, let's go. Oh, crap. I'm going to back all the way up because I don't think I'm going to be able to drive over that little lip there. And it's probably going to destroy all of my tires if I did. Because concrete in this game, they built those wonderful water physics, and you'd think that they would have a boat that could push the water out of the way, similar to the way the wheels do. Yeah, I know, right? Exactly. So I think that was probably one of the most amazing cinematics in this entire game, hands down. All right, so that is, yeah, that's Keep It Real. That is the Keep It Real boat. Okay, so that's where it ended up, right there. But it didn't show it going in the water. Kind of didn't really show anything. It was sort of very lackluster. I'm kind of bummed out about that because I had really hoped that it would have been something a little bit more special, a little bit more, you know. Trying to watch it play. If you want to share a link, the best place to put it is in the Discord. Put a loaf on top of the rocket once, and yes, the rocket is a solid object, and yes, the loaf hit the skybox, was lost to the void. Oh. That's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. All right, let's shut the engine off so we can have a little bit more quiet time, because that's a big old motor. This has one of the biggest motors in the game, and I love it. Where no loaf has gone before. That is correct. It's a rye sourdough bread. The recipe I have adds coffee. Okay, because that just sounds gross. Legit. That sounds amazing, though. That legitimately sounds like bonkers amazing. Man. But you know what? We did it. We actually managed to do it. Managed to get that. It has molasses in it. Okay, that makes more sense. Molasses in bread like that does make more sense. Also sent a Fleet Star above the skybox without the... Well, sometimes that happens when you run over a sign and they just go boing. We have a really interesting clip of punting Space Vikings truck because mine was glitching out in the previous Canada. It was so much fun. Like, unbelievably fun. It was so good because he just got booted, and I couldn't stop laughing. I was laughing probably way too hard at that particular situation. This game has weird physics when it wants to have weird physics. You get a clip of a friend's truck completely in control. Clang. It's amazing, though. It's really amazing. I have yet to turn a truck into a... So it's really weird when it happens to the twin steer, because when the twin steer gets kind of funky, because of the Clang is in the physics engine. Okay. When the weird stuff happens to the twin steer, because it is one of the trucks that has the most solid frame to it, which is also why it's most prone to tipping. It definitely does some odd stuff. So, oh man. Post a link in the general chat. Essentially, it's a racing setup you can fold up and put away because I myself lack room for a full sim myself. You know what? I will check that out. Thank you very much for sharing the link. That is awesome of you. You can force the twin steer to do that by hitting the sharp end. So I got my twin steer stuck on a guardrail, and I actually had to basically just ram the thing until it flopped over off of the guardrail. And then that way it was just like, nah, dude, we're good. We don't want to play this game no more. But that's all right, though. That's all right. Also, when it gets a little bit colder, and keep my ears warm, right? Although I'm gonna have to adjust the color because it's kind of. I'll have to adjust the color. Oh! It disappeared. Oh my goodness, it disappeared. It's one of those brain creatures from Honor Among Thieves, the Dungeons and Dragon movie. Oh my god. Where'd my head go? It's disappeared. That's awesome. Oh my god, that's so much fun. It really is just kind of like a floating eye. It's all in the eye of the beholder, right? So, I guess this begs the question. We are kind of coming to the end. It is about 10 past 9. Done about 3 hours of this awesome game with you awesome, wonderful, amazing people. Greatly appreciate everything that you guys do. We have some wonderful conversations. We just generally go off and have fun. I actually got carried away on Amazon stuff and bought a full Green Man suit. So if you just have your face exposed, you're just literally a floating face, because I've actually got a green screen behind me. I don't know if I can actually... Hold on, let's see if I can... When I stream VR, it's a floating headset. That's funny. Let's... Whoa! Oh! Yeah, there it is. Well, that just got weird. That's... So your options for green screen are blue, magenta, or custom color. That's not gonna work. All big pipes deliver. The twin steer just scoffs at running through rivers and 60-degree slopes in the snow. Hell yeah, hell yeah. So I was fiddling with the green screen. So in the filter, the chroma key, I can kind of goof about with it. Actually, if we just change the opacity. No, that makes me disappear. That totally makes me disappear. Oh my god. Because, yeah, see, usually it's going to look like this. So, I basically, yeah. I mean, it's just, the question is, why Twin Steer doesn't have bumper pull? You know, I really wish it did have, that's just weird. We're gonna forget that. There's too much weird stuff. Yeah, exactly. And if you look on the bed of the truck, it actually has the plate for the what would effectively either be a high saddle or a low saddle. So okay, we're gonna stop messing with the green screen. So anybody got any suggestions for somebody to date out there? Who we got out there? We get Jickaxe. He's playing Pikmin 2. Paula is on just chatting. No, this game is not balanced. There is obviously trucks that are way better than other trucks. It is 100% true. And basically now, with the introduction of the Mammoth, that thing kind of blows a lot of the other stuff out of the water. So there is that. Hey, you know what? Finowin is playing Dead by Daylight. What do you know? Finowin's a good person. We have rated. Have we rated? And unless you guys know somebody else who might be out there who might be playing SnowRunner. Also, I'm hungry. Also a lot of Valheim there. Let's take a quick peek at something here. That would be if my mic ain't broke. What happened to your mic? Actually, you know what we're gonna do? No idea. The mic sort of let out the magic smoke. Posted a picture of your soup in Discord from the book. Okay. All right. This actually. So it looks like this individual may be new to this looks like this looks like Michigan. That looks like the CK 1500. There you go. That's the name right there. So headset still works, but the mic sort of died. Gotcha. That is unfortunate, dude. When you get that back up and running, please, by all means, let me know. So we're going to go raid Genocide, which actually, now that I say the name out loud, it all makes sense. Cow. Mad Max. So Genocide is also playing more SnowRunner. So we'll keep the SnowRunner party going. There's a lot of people out there. They're all playing different stuff. Let's keep the SnowRunner train going. We'll do that. All right. And hopefully they're not wrapping up. Oh, you will? Do you know who that is? Because I have no idea. But either way, we'll be back tomorrow. It's going to be another Fully Flannel Forza Friday. Come on, join the racing if you want to. Sit back and watch if you, or even just lurk in the background. Thank you, everyone who came by, who hung out, talked and chatted, and everybody who's there with you up in the background. Come back, watch tomfoolery shenanigans happen. Take care of yourselves. We will see you tomorrow.